Empathy is not taking on other people's problems. So in my last video, I talked about mind your business, right? Stay in your lane. Don't take on other people's problems. And if you're an empath, that may be really difficult for you because you feel what other people feel. You're experiencing what they're experiencing. And you really want to help them. And you want to help them because you want to help them, but you also want to help them because you want to get out of pain, because you're feeling the pain too. And so that's what we're talking about today. Hi, my name is Tamala, your empowerment partner, professor, and psychic, and welcome to your empowerment place. So, how do empaths learn how to stay in their own lane? Well, there's a couple of ways. Number one is you have really super good, super clear, super sturdy boundaries. And what do those boundaries look like? They are mental boundaries, they're emotional boundaries, there's physical boundaries, there's energetic boundaries. Okay. Emotional boundaries would be you start feeling, as an empath, you start feeling something from someone. First thing you want to do is ask, is this mine or is this someone else's? If it's someone else's, you say, no, thank you. I don't take on other people's stuff. This is not for me. This is not mine. I don't take it on. Okay. Easier said than done, but that's what you have to learn to do. Mentally, what do you do in your mental body? Same thing. If you start getting thoughts, you want to say, wait a minute, is this mine? Is this me thinking this thought, or am I picking this up in my antenna somehow? Is this mine or is it someone else's? If it's not yours, let it go. Nope, I don't want this. This doesn't belong to me. It's not for me. I don't want it. Now, you can also say, this is coming from me, but I don't want it anymore, mentally or emotionally, right? This is coming from me. Yeah, this. It's not really mine, but it feels like it's inside me, which is probably from programming, from societal structures, from beliefs, from illusions and delusions, things you bought into, right? All of that, but you don't want it anymore. That's a powerful place to go. That's a powerful place to be, because as you are learning how to be more empowered as an empath, you have to understand those things that you don't want anymore, those things that are not yours, but that you bought into, so that you know which ones you want to move out of your experience. So write those down, make a note of them outside of your body. Okay, write it down, put it in a voice memo, record a video for yourself, whatever you need to do, but acknowledge it in the third dimension. And once you acknowledge, hey, I've had this thought or I have this emotion, it feels like it's inside of me, I don't want it anymore. For example, the thought of I'm unworthy. Okay, there's a thought that comes with that. Then there's an emotion that also comes with that. Then there's a feeling in your physical body that comes with that. And then there's a reciprocating action or lack of action that comes from that as well, which means you'll either not do things that you should that will help you feel worthy, help you accomplish your goals, or there's action you won't do because you don't feel worthy to accomplish your goals, right? And so once you've identified whether it's coming from you or outside, if it's coming from you, is it yours? Is it old programming? And do you still want it? Then you have the opportunity to make changes. Then you can start sitting with, I don't want this anymore. What do I want instead? What do I want instead of being unworthy? Well, I want to be worthy. Okay. Worthy of what? Well, I want to be worthy of a loving reciprocal relationship, or making $10,000 a month, or whatever it is that you want. And let's just say I want to be worthy of a loving reciprocal relationship. Okay. So what would that look like for me? And you need to write down what you're worthy of, and write down what would that feel like to be. If I was in a loving reciprocal relationship, what would that feel like? What would it feel like in my physical body? And what emotions would I have around that? Because you're an empath, you have to understand what it is that you want to feel, and then start looking for those authentic feelings, okay, that are within yourself. You're not looking for those feelings outside of you. Those are not your business. You want to look for them inside of you. And the same with your thoughts. How would I think if I was in an empowered, supportive, reciprocal relationship? It was loving. Well, there would be freedom. There would be, right? Just write down all of the things that you would have access to mentally. Well, if I was in a loving, supportive, reciprocal relationship, I could relax. Okay, relax how? I could relax knowing I have my person. Okay, you have your person, so what? That means that I could be in relationship and communicate with someone honestly and authentically, and I wouldn't have to hold anything about myself back. Okay, and so what would you do? I would share more about who I am and what I want. I'd talk about it more. I'd let myself embrace it more. I'd think about it more as a possibility. I'd allow myself to dream about it more. I'd want it more. And at some point, I would feel confident enough to do it. And so that's all important for you to know if that was true for you, right? We've done this exercise. It's going to be whatever's true for you. And then once you have all of that written down or on your voice memo, really start thinking about how, as an empath, you can change your focus from looking for that outside of you into looking for that inside of you. Because here's the truth. You're never going to find some person outside of you that's going to make you feel all of those things. All of those things are feelings that you are going to have inside of you because of how you feel. Now, other people can do things, they can say things, they can not do things that cause a reaction from you, that cause you to have thoughts, cause you to have emotions, cause you to have responses. But all of those are your thoughts, emotions, and responses. Okay? You're responsible for those. And if you don't want to be tossed around by the world, you need to learn how you can be providing yourself those thoughts and emotions that you're looking for. Because everybody out here is trying to manage their own stuff, their own business, their own lane. They're trying to do it and get home at the end of the day and not be exhausted and frustrated and find some joy and not have to live paycheck to paycheck and learn their own lessons and stop their own circles of disempowerment, trying to get through the day. And if you understand that as an empath, that it's your responsibility to put up really clear boundaries, to understand what's yours and what's not yours, and to focus on what is yours, then you'll be able to shift and manifest in your life much more quickly than other people, because you'll be really sensitive to the energy that's happening, to what feels good and what doesn't feel good, to what's working and what's not working, because you pick up that energy. That's what being an empath is. You pick up the energy. You notice something about you, your energy field is an antenna, and you're picking up that information. So start using it for your good. Because once you're good, once you're empowered, once you can provide yourself your own mental, emotional, physical, financial, spiritual, energetic resources, when you can handle your own business, then the people and the experiences in your life are going to be there to fulfill you even more. They're going to add to the good that's already there. They're not going to supplement what's missing. Okay? Those are not reciprocal relationships. You want people to show up in your life that can make it better, and you can make their life better, but nobody's doing each other's work. Everybody's doing their own work. Everybody's doing their own part. You can support each other. You can encourage each other, but everybody's got good boundaries. They're doing their work. They're moving forward, and they're making life easier, more fun, a joy to be and participate in life with that person, instead of just something else you got to get through. We don't want that anymore. So I hope this has been helpful. Give it a thumbs up if it has. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this. Share it with anybody that could benefit. If you'd like to work with me one-on-one, you can check out all of my offerings on my website. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.